arms, maybe one placed out to the side or perhaps over your head. Begin now to offer yourself some peace and grace for the next 75 minutes or so. You might decide to soften your eyes, beginning to tune awareness inward. Take some time to acknowledge how you're showing up for this practice. There's a lot of anxiety and energy swirling around us today. Take a moment to honor whatever is true for you emotionally, mentally, and physically. And when you begin to observe your own experience, see if you can take note if you might be harboring other anxieties or tensions that don't belong to you. Maybe you're absorbing other experiences around you. Offer yourself a sanctuary, a place where you can guide all of your love and attention inside of yourself. You might anchor deeply into the present space around you by feeling the floor beneath your body. Evenly place your whole body on the floor. Recognize all of the places of tension that might live in your body. And recognize where you feel healthy, where you might feel safe and relaxed. And allow these feelings of relaxation to perhaps spread, inviting the whole body to come together as one in a practice of stillness and relaxation. Recognize that you're breathing here, allowing your breath to provide for your whole body, joining it together as one. For some of us, it might feel a little hard to breathe. Maybe we notice restriction or feelings of tension throughout the ribs or the abdomen. As soon as we can honor what is true for us and what we are noticing, the sooner we might be able to surrender the need to control, the need to judge. I'm going to extend my arms over my head, finding a little more space throughout the side of the body. And if this is uncomfortable in your shoulders, you're welcome to guide blankets underneath of them. And as you become more familiar with the tensions and the patterns that you hold in your body and your mind, perhaps visualize these tensions leaving your body, moving down the back of the body into the safety and the comfort of the earth. We'll spend 5 more breaths together here, anchoring energy and awareness down the body and into the comfort of the earth. Go ahead and return your arms back down by your waist and take your time and start to guide the knees up towards the ceiling. From here, we'll move into some stretch and focus around the hip area. Begin to cross your right foot over your left knee. And for a more restorative version of this, you are welcome to lift your left foot and place it on a block or a book or a cushion. Or some of us might lift the leg all the way in towards the torso and find the arms wrapping around the leg in a way that feels good. See how you might let the shoulders evenly relax down the body. You're welcome to imagine your spine as a long pillar of light. And this pillar of light stretches from the crown of the head down to the base of the back. And perhaps it is helpful for you to imagine this pillar of light is growing a little bit brighter, absorbing all of the comfort and protection of the earth. Recognize that you are here and that you are breathing. Gently reminding yourself to breathe. We'll find 3 more breaths. So move to a variation that feels interesting to you. Then at the end of your last breath, release your hands if they're joined and return your left foot all the way down to the floor. From here now, just cross the right leg all the way over your left leg, like you're sitting in a chair. Open your arms off to the side and then find a gentle twist in your body, letting the knees shift over to the left. And you might decide to cushion your knees with extra support tonight, making this even more restorative, even more safe for you and all of the emotions and energies that you bring to your practice. Bring attention down to your fingertips and guide all of your fingertips towards the center of the hand. And then open your hand, releasing your fingertips outward. We'll join the hands together 2 more times. Close your fingertips and open. Slowly, like you're moving through water, knowing there's no need to rush. We're going to unwind the shape, returning both feet flat to the floor. Inhale and sweep your arms over your head, reaching towards the back of the room. And then exhale, cross your arms over one another, giving yourself a gentle hug. Let the shoulder blades relax and take a nice, slow breath here. Maybe open your mouth, release any extra air. Inhale, open your arms wide. Relaxing them on the floor, we'll cross now our left ankle to the right knee. And choose whether you'd like to rest the foot on a block or if you'd like to lift the right leg all the way in towards the torso. There's no right shape or right way to practice awareness. When you arrive in a sustainable position, see how you might soften around the edges of tension, around the edges of fear or uncertainty, or any anxiety present in your mind. Begin to soften the edges around your eyes, the muscles around your face. And spend 3 more breaths wherever you are. And when the moment is right for you, Return the right foot down to the floor. Cross the leg all the way over and shift your hips over to the left so you can twist, taking your knees now to the right side of your mat. Again, nurturing the body by finding any blankets, pillows, or blocks under your body. We'll open our hands wide if they're not already there, and then close the fingertips to the center of the palm. Open the fingertips and close the fingertips. One more time for you. And then stay just as you are for 3 more breaths. Noticing where you might be holding on and seeing how you might surrender even just a little bit. And begin to take your body back to a neutral position. Return both feet to the floor. Inhale and open your arms over your head. And then crossing the arms over your body, giving yourself a hug, guiding hands to either shoulder. Maybe you take a slow, expansive breath in and let out a gentle hum as you exhale. You're welcome to come to that breath at any point, anchoring your mind back to what is real. Open your arms, take them by your hips, and walk your feet in close to your hips. We'll find a few rounds of a bridge shape, moving at your own pace, no rush. Just taking your time to push the heels into the floor, lifting the pelvis up, shifting weight to the shoulder blades, and then slowly tilting the pelvis back down to the floor, returning the spine all the way down. And we'll do 3 or 4 rounds at your own leisure. Perhaps you link this movement with the flow of your breath, inhaling to lift your torso up, lifting the front of the body to the sky, and then exhale to comfort the back of the body back down to the earth. And when you are finished, draw your knees in towards your torso, rock back and forth, releasing any pressure in the back of the body. We'll lift our legs towards the ceiling, micro bend your knees, maybe shake out the feet, roll the ankles around. And we'll do the same with our arms, reaching the arms above us, letting the elbows be relaxed, and then just shaking the fingers, shaking the hands, moving energy out the hands and the feet. Our places that come in the most contact with the world. What are you holding on to, and how might you release it? And perhaps decrease the movement slowly until you can relax your arms back down and then let your legs be still for a moment. And then pause, letting the whole body return down to the floor. Just take a moment to notice maybe any sensation moving through your legs. And begin to sit your body up in a seated position. Take your time, go slow. And when you are lifted, we're going to find a seated forward bend. So you can choose whether you'd like your legs straight out in front of you or a little bit wider. I'm going to take mine wider tonight. I always recommend sitting on the edge of a blanket. And then tonight, I'm feeling extra restorative. So I'm just barely going to move my body forward and rest my head on the top of a bolster. Here, you might even let the spine round, separating the vertebrae, finding a little more space to explore. The hands can soften down to the legs, or maybe bringing blocks up to meet them. Return attention back to all the places in your body that are connecting with the earth. Perhaps sending any harbored tension through the body down to the comfort of the earth, where it might be transformed, recycled into something new and prosperous. And if the knees become tender at any point, you're welcome to bend them and let your feet rest on the floor, still finding a bend forward. I invite you to stay here for 5 more breaths, taking each breath as a moment to be aware. Take your time to lift the torso up, bringing your head right over your shoulders. And we're just going to release with a few shoulder rolls. And go ahead and switch the direction that you're moving. Awesome.
And now we'll bring our legs together if they're not there already, and we're going to find the left foot in towards the right inner thigh. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit different tonight, I'm going to support that bent knee with 2 blocks. One block under the ankle, the other maybe under the knee a little bit. And you can just stay here, relaxing the back of the legs. Or some of us might gently lean over the left shin. If this is not nurturing for your practice tonight, you're welcome to release at any point. You might take a few semicircles with your chin, letting your chin tuck to your torso and then rock side to side. Becoming aware of any held tension in the jaw, the neck, even the scalp. Again, recognize that you are here and that you are breathing. There's no rush. When you feel ready, start to inch your hands over to the left. Just finding a gentle twist. Maybe you keep a little movement throughout the neck, or perhaps you stay still. And if you start to notice the resistance taking over your mind or your body, we can anchor ourselves back to the practice of yoga, becoming aware of all of our senses, recognizing taste in the mouth, texture of the skin and the hands, maybe even temperature or sound. Start to lift your right hand slowly up towards the ceiling. There's no rush. And you might even bend the elbow, maybe lifting the chest up towards the sky. And then reverse the motion, rounding your shoulder, letting the hand come back down to the floor. We'll repeat that 3 more times. Turn your hands down by your side and then walk them out in front of you, reaching over your left shin. Take one breath in and out. Release the shape, lift your body all the way back up. Take your leg off the block, maybe shake it out. And we will switch to the right leg. And the foot doesn't have to come all the way into the left thigh. It can be out a little bit. And then choosing to stay lifted just as you are, or folding over your right shin. Heavy body here. Imagine softening all of your muscles, inviting them to feel heavy and comforted down by the earth. If it feels useful in your practice tonight, you can move towards that twist, walking the hands over to the right. Sensing any resistance or any need to brace in your body. And if you aren't able to relax, then unwind your body a little bit, finding a place that is sustainable. You might notice the change in breath as your spine is in this twisted position. And ever so gently, take your left hand, reach it up towards the ceiling, opening the chest, maybe even bending that left elbow down, and slowly reversing the shape, closing the circle, taking the hand back down to the floor. 3 more, your own leisure. Returning the hands down, unwinding the twist, taking one more breath in this forward bend. Perhaps letting out a gentle hum. And then lifting your torso back up, aligning the head over the shoulders. Return the foot down to the floor with a shake. And then come onto your belly. We're going to arrive in a sphinx shape. So, making your way down to your belly. I'm going to support my ribs with a blanket tonight. And then taking a block forward to support my head. So my arms are bent over the blanket. And my head is slowly going to relax down to the block, releasing any effort. Check back in with your body. Check back in with the quality of the thoughts in your head. And check back in with the flow of your breath. Here we're finding a little bit of compression in the lower back. If at any point it becomes too intense, then move all the way down to your belly. And laying on your belly is a gentle back bend in itself. We'll spend a little bit more time in this shape. For those looking for any more sensation, you're welcome to bend either knee or perhaps push the hands and lengthen through the arms. Spending time to explore the deeper tissues in our body. Recognize whatever is true for you in your body. Bring yourself back to this moment by taking a deep breath in, parting your lips and letting out a gentle breath out. One more round of breath. Release the whole body down to the floor. Reach your right arm forward and cross your left arm underneath the chest and over to the other side of your mat. Your palm will reach up towards the sky, and then you can relax your head down to a block or the floor. Here, we're just looking for a little bit of sensation throughout the shoulder. How might your body release any fear? How might your body release any tension? Consider this practice as an opportunity to heal, to let go of what no longer holds you up, and then perhaps to send this healing out into the world to those who need it most. We won't be here for too much longer. With as little effort as possible, unwind the body. Take a moment of pause to recalibrate. And then switch sides, lengthening the left arm and reaching the right arm across your body over to the side of the mat. Heavy body here. Offer yourself stillness for 3 more breaths. And then, when you are complete, unwind the body and take your time to press up onto your hands and to your knees. And when you arrive in a tabletop shape, we'll just find a little bit of movement, what is known as cat-cow. Finding a stable foundation, push hands and knees into the floor, lower the belly, lift the sternum forward, maybe even roll the shoulders back, and then push into the floor. Tuck your chin, imagine all of your ribs hugging in towards your stomach. Moving back and forth here. The next time you round your spine, let your hips move all the way back to your heels, stretching your arms in front of you and finding a wisdom pose. Making this as restorative as you'd like, maybe a bolster under the belly or blankets under the thighs, or excuse me, behind the thighs. Relaxing where you might find a little more space. And if your shoulders still feel engaged or like they're holding on, you might wrap your hands back behind you towards your feet. Take some time here to visualize this breath, the working breath, inhaling and exhaling. Perhaps even growing and expanding the pillar of light along your spine with every breath in, and then softening this pillar of light back to your core with every breath out. Release your arms if they're not already, and push into the floor to lift your body up. Let's reach our arms up towards the ceiling and bend the elbows back, draw the shoulder blades down. Reach the arms up and draw the shoulders down. One more time. And then we'll go ahead, remove the support. Take your blocks in front of you and step your right foot forward. Right foot forward, the left leg back. I'm keeping my toes tucked tonight and provide a little more support on the knee. And we won't be here as long as I might hold. Become present with what is useful to you, whether that be your breath, engaging your senses, maybe recognizing the feelings in your body. Whatever tool that is unique and beneficial to you here. Begin to push into the blocks, lengthen out your right leg. And walk your blocks all the way back so that you can sit your weight down. Maybe it's on the heel or a blanket. If that's not there tonight, no worries. We're still finding a little bit of openness through that left thigh wherever we stay. So just stay for 3 more breaths. And taking your time very slowly to release the blocks back forward. Step your right foot back and switch. Left foot forward. And then finding a place to breathe. Releasing the shape, lengthening the leg and walking the blocks back. Taking a little bit of time to open the front of the right thigh, whether that means sitting the hips all the way down or keeping them lifted, relaxing on the block. Okay, release. Draw the left foot back and sit on your heels for a moment or just a comfortable seat. Interlace the hands behind you, roll the shoulders back. And now imagine like you might be holding a pencil in between your shoulder blades. Squeeze the shoulder blades together a little bit, holding the pencil in place. And then let the pencil go and relax the shoulder blades. Tuck your chin. Find tiny circles with your head back and forth. And then release your head back up. Let go of your hands. Take them over your head. We're going to open and close our hands as fast as we can, releasing energy out through each fingertip. Remember to breathe. Five, four, three, two, one. Relax. All right, come on to your back now. And I'm going to actually take a block behind my head. A lot of us hold tension in the neck and the skull. So we'll find a gentle release, finding a pressure between the edge of the block and the edge of the skull. And whatever you want to do with your legs is fine. Maybe rock the head back and forth or stay still. See if you can soften every muscle in between your ribs, behind your collarbones, around your sternum, and on top of your shoulders. Very slowly remove the block, returning the head down to the floor. Pause there. And the last shape we'll take before we rest is supported bridge. Finding a block or bolster and sliding it behind the sacrum. Choosing to keep your knees bent or long on the earth. Reconnect with the feeling of the back of the body and the ground. Let the weight of the body surrender into the support beneath you. If any of us are looking for more stretch on the outer hips or the inner thighs, we can find a variation of Supta Baddha Konasana by taking the feet together, opening the knees here in a little bit of elevation on the pelvis. I invite you to take your hands over your abdomen. A little tactile input here, recognizing all of the work that happens inside of the abdomen.
And now I'll invite you to wrap one arm across the other and give yourself a gentle hug. Maybe tucking the chin inward. Three more deep, slow breaths. And when you are complete, unwind your arms, release the block from under you, and set up for your final rest, becoming as comfortable and warm as you can get. You might take a little additional chest opener here, any support under the shoulders or the head, or you can do whatever you want. And when you come into a sustainable place to rest, draw attention to the crown of your head. Relax the crown of your head. Relax the forehead, the right eyebrow, the left eyebrow, the right eye, left eye. Become aware of the nose, the tip of the nose, the upper lip, the bottom lip, the muscles inside of the mouth, the jaw, chin. Soften your neck, the shoulders, down the arms, elbows, to both hands. Soften the right chest, the left chest, the abdomen, the waist. Invite relaxation into your right hip, left hip, the top of the right leg, the top of the left leg, the right foot, the left foot, the back of the legs, the spine, the back of the neck, and the skull. Offer yourself a few moments of quiet, knowing there's nowhere you need to go and nothing you need to do but breathe. Begin to bring your attention back to the whole body. Bring your attention back to the quality of your breath. And treating yourself with love and tenderness. Invite gentle movement back into your body. And when your body feels ready, slowly shift to one side and up to a seat. And when you are in a seated position, take some time to observe what has changed for you after practice. And hold space with love and kindness for all the ways that remain unchanged or uncertain. And I send out my deepest gratitude for the chance to practice with you today and for sharing the breath together. Invite your hands somewhere in over your heart space. Perhaps taking a moment for one and find one thing to be grateful for today. And I thank you for sharing your space with me. Namaste.
I'm grateful for you, Mom. He's waving bye. Talk to you later, alligator.